Hello everybody, welcome. Yes, as you can hear, we've got the kiln firing in the background, so I'm going to have to raise my voice maybe a little bit so that we can, so that you can hear me. One of the things that I'm trying to do is, I've got a little box with cards in it like this, and these are really for doing repeat items, and I've got a number of cards with different, like for example here, mugs, and it gives the weight, the width and the height, and I have a little sketch of the item I'm about to make. And it's not probably a good idea actually to laminate the card, so then when you're going to go to your wheel, you can take your laminated card, you can stick it in a lump of clay just on the side of your just on the side of your wheel, so as you're making it you can refer to it. Yeah, I've got a it's like an indoor craft market I'm going to be participating in it here in central Pennsylvania in State College. That's in early December. I think it's the 3rd and the 4th of December. It's either the 3rd and the 4th or the 4th and the 5th. I can't remember. But anyway, so I'm trying to make a lot of saleable repeat items that I know people will and can afford to buy and that they will like. So, of course, mugs are one of the mainstays, aren't they, of us production potters, us repeatware potters. Mugs, pitchers, small pitchers, large pitchers, GP bowls, this kind of thing. Anyway, just join me. I'm just knocking up the clay, weighing it up, and I'm going to get started. So, I've got my little weighing balance. These mugs are 10 ounces each. So I'm going to weigh these fairly accurately. I've already done some. I hope you can hear me okay. I know that the kiln is making, the burners are making a bit of a noise, aren't they? Okay, I've got myself a dozen lumps, okay? They're just for now, that'll do, because I want to get on with the throwing. I'll put that back. La la la. So, yeah, I thought it was going to be a cold day today, but I lit the fire and everything, and I think it was 49 degrees in the studio, and I thought it was a bit cold, so I light the fire. I lit the fire, and then we got it sort of warmed up a bit, and then I opened the door here, and I went outside, and it was like about 8 degrees more outside than it was inside. And now I'm firing the kiln, so we're forgetting the fire for now. So these mugs, in case anybody wants to know, they are 10 ounces in weight. They are 3 1/4 wide. That's at the top here. By the way, it's not that mug. This is a mug made by my elder brother John Leach, or Johnny. Wood-fired. This is made at Muchelney Pottery in Somerset, England. Little plug for my brother. Okay, so width 3 1/4 at the top, and the height is 3 7/8. So I'm going to have that in front of me. Oh, the phone is ringing. Hang on a sec. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, hey Spice. Look, I'm in the middle of doing a video clip, would you believe? And can you call me back in sort of half an hour? Okay, cheers, thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, let's go. Hang on, are we in the picture? That is kind of important, isn't it? So let's just move this. Trying to keep the camera a bit out of the studio here, so you're not hopefully going to pick up too much of that sound of those burners. You know, that rushing sound that the burners makes. Okay, I think that's okay. Good. So, oh, I need some water, some warm water. La 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 la. Always keep a jug of warm water by the stove. Okay. So, I've got my mirror here. I've got my ruler. I've got my leather, my stick, my sponge on a stick, my cut-off wire, and my needle. I don't use my needle tool very much, so I don't tend to keep it here. I keep it to the side. So here we go. La la la. Now try to throw these. I don't want them to be heavy, so I try to throw them fairly well thrown, fairly light. Maybe I'll move the mirror just in case you can't see. Right. Width 3 1/4. Height 3 7/8. Okay, just got a little bit more height there needed. And also, it was a little wide. Still a little wide. Okay. I've got a chopstick here for a gauge. So I'm sticking that in the clay here. I've got rather a lot of clay here in my slops tray, so I use it for sticking the gauge in. Checking the profile in the mirror. Using my stick, just to clean off the slurry. Chamois leather. And that's it. We'll take the cut-off wire, number 1. Bring the camera in, shall we, for a bit of close up here. Let's see if we can get a bit of close up. Okay. I think that'll be okay. Oops. It's always better to have mugs that have a flared out rim. They do much more user-friendly in the mouth. You see how close the gauge is here to my hand? But I don't want to touch the gauge. When you start making a run of something or other, it takes you a while for you to find your rhythm. The first few that you make, you generally don't find that rhythm. It takes a few more. So I'm just at this present moment trying to find my rhythm. great way to learn the technique of throwing is by throwing repeat items. It's just such a tremendous learning technique. You'll notice I don't use a sponge to throw with. That's because I'm making sure I'm getting enough water onto the pot. This one has got some problem here at the top. There. The clay right on the rim has got something wrong with it there, so I'm going to have to cut him off here. See if I can make up the difference and pull up more clay. Well, there it is for now. Let's just pull that camera back a touch. So, I'm going to continue doing more of these. I need to improve them. They're not good enough yet, really. I'm not happy with them. Not quite happy with the form. I'm not quite happy with the form as they're coming yet. So, there you go. That is life. November 19th and 20th, we've got a workshop here. Here in my studio. We can only take 5 people, but if you'd like to join us, then please correspond with me and join up for the 2 days. You'll be more than welcome. Let's have some practicing time. never easy, is it, to do what you know you ought to do when you're on your own in your own studio. You just don't do it, do you? But if you go somewhere sometimes and somebody else is telling you what to do and getting alongside you, somehow it's easier, isn't it? We all suffer from this the problem of self-discipline and doing what we know we ought to do. We know we ought to be making repeat wear and doing that. We know we ought to be doing that, but we don't do it, do we? That's why sometimes a keep practicing weekend isn't such a bad idea. Okay, well, yes, details about that at simonleachpottery.com. Go to my website and you can find out details there, more about it. And yeah, that's it. No, it isn't. Keep practicing. Bye bye.